Are you dreaming of catching a kingfish off the beach?
What?
Right, welcome back to another episode of Fishing Reminder. Catching kingfish from the beach is not easy. When you think of surf casting, you probably think of casting pieces of cut bait out there.
But most effective bait for kingfish is live bait.
Today we meet Peter from Basic Fishing NZ, another YouTuber, at the beautiful west coast near Auckland to see how he catches kingfish on live baits. Hey guys, check this out here. We got Peter from Basic Fishing NZ here. Hey Peter, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you officially.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out today, huh?
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Weather's a bit bleaky, but hey, the fact that we're out here always counts.
Yeah, we're gonna show you guys in this video how Peter sets up his surf casting gear, and we want to learn from him. He does a lot of surf casting. I've been following your channel for ages.
Guys, it's intro my armpits.
Okay, right, I think we should get going.
Let's go, yeah. Now Peter runs a popular YouTube channel dedicated to surf casting, and he's a wealth of information. So make sure to check it out. We'll leave the link in the description. So we met Peter in the morning at the car park and had a quick look at his surf fishing setup first. He is using a very smart little trolley to cart all his gear to the beach. It's a long way through the sand dunes, so you need a cart like this. Makes life much easier.
The first mission was to catch live bait. For that, we first went to small sheltered bay.
Now, if you've seen Peter's videos, he loves using a cast net to catch a mullet in the shallows. He's also using a burley, and in this case he had some leftover fish frames, mainly kahawai, to attract the bait fish into this area.
It takes a few minutes to set this up, so it might take a while.
Okay.
And since water's a bit rough, I find that the bait fish are harder to find.
Yeah, they like calm water.
We made a big mistake throwing the fish head into the water.
And found out that this needs to be crushed first to release all the sands and oils.
It's a really interesting way to catch bait.
What I do with the cast net is I loop this so it comes like this, and you just pass it through like that, like a yo-yo through.
Oh yeah.
What I simply do is lasso it like this, so when I fly out, it flies off like a spin reel. And when I get to the net, I hang this part on my index finger, and what I do next is I check if it's not tangled, and I grab half of the net halfway, and I hold it like this, and I open it on the outer skirt so that it opens like that. And I'll give it a shot now. Nothing on that cast, but hopefully as we progress, we'll get something.
After a few casts with the net,
Yellow-eyed mullet.
Yellow-eyed mullet.
Yeah, I saw a ripple, and I cast it into that ripple. Oh. You have to pay attention to the tiniest detail. The reason I was able to catch that live bait was because I saw a tiny ripple, an unnatural looking ripple, and I just cast it into the area. But of course, that takes a combination of practice and frequent amount of time spent on the water.
we actually using side fishing for the bait.
Yeah, effectively speaking. Oh, I got another one.
Wow, very big.
He's a bit small, but he's good. Mullet number 2. Objective is try to get 6.
The little bit smaller, but it's good size for bait. Huh?
Yeah. Actually, quickest I've caught it was about 20 in a bunch once. Another trick to cast netting is throw this into the surf, watch where that bait is, and if you see schools of fish swarming all over it, cast into it.
Peter caught a few yellow-eyed mullets pretty much right away. And he also brought a bucket with an aerator with him to keep the mullets alive and fresh for the fishing.
Well, you still have to change the water because it's the ammonia that kills the bait fish. But if you have only a small amount, then you'll be fine for a long period.
Now we had to carry everything to the actual fishing spot.
It was my job to carry the bucket with the live baits through the soft sand for about 1 kilometer. It's really good exercise if you're into that kind of thing, let me tell you that.
Arriving at the actual fishing spot, we started drilling Peter with a few general questions about our softcasting setup.
So the balsa gear that you have here, that's obviously a good quality gear.
Yeah, it is.
What is the difference between a rod like this and like a low budget rod, for example?
Well, one, it's very lightweight, like look at that. I could just do that very easily. Also, it's got these guides. This design, it's becoming more and more popular. What's good about this is that it's an anti-tangle guide. In the past, what used to happen was that, you know, straight normal guides, it used to wrap around and quite often I got snapped off. It's very stiff, so it tapers very fast. It means that the line will fly off much more easily.
So with those cheaper budget rods, you probably have a lot more flex in them?
Yes, because they're made of fiberglass. This is made of graphite.
Right, okay, yeah. I noticed that when I got mine, it's so lightweight compared to the other ones.
Yeah, I included this too, but that's more like a advanced thing. But this is a bionic finger. So basically what I do is I just open that line here, and that holds it for me pretty much. So when I let go, just like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you don't need a finger guard.
Yeah, no more. I got this because I do a lot of surf casting. This is more ideal if you're surf casting very frequently.
Do you fish with mono at all these days?
Not anymore. I do have mono here, but that's because that's for slider bait fishing.
What poundage is that one? That's pretty heavy, huh?
50 pounds. This is a top shot. It's 100 meters of mono leader. Behind it is braid backing.
All right, okay, yeah.
So I can cast this out, and the distance is just perfect. It just reaches the braid backing, because I find with slide bait fishing, mono is the best.
Yeah.
Sun is up. We should probably get ready.
Peter was using a sliding rig to cast out those live baits. With a sliding rig, you cast out your sinker first, and then you attach a slider to your line, and then to that goes the live bait, and it swims out on its own. So it makes live baiting much easier than trying to cast a live bait.
This is my slider bait fishing rig. As you can see, this is a stopper clip right here, and that is a sinker right there. What I'm gonna do is just gonna cast it out, and I'll attach my slider bait rig later after I probably get like a medium-sized live bait. And for this bionic finger, all I gotta do is do that, hold it like that, and just do that, and you're good to go. Now, be prepared to hear how horrible mono sounds, especially thick ones when you cast them. And what you do is I'm holding apart my rod like this so that I can get like a good power when shooting it out. And what I do is I raise my arm, I go to 3 o'clock and I point my rod to 11 o'clock and I hold it so it shoots out like a rainbow. And always check your surroundings. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, because this rod's so powerful, that's the rating right there. So it's designed for shark fishing. And here is the braid backing. So my FG knot is just here.
Right, okay, yep, you just got there.
Yeah. Next stop, I'll probably use a live bait first.
If you catch a huge fish that doesn't look like there's so much line left on it.
That's 200 meters. Yeah, 50-pound braid.
Okay.
Oh wow, look at that, the line's gone sideways. I might have to try that again. So that's how the slider bait looks. It's basically two components. One is a slider clip itself, and two is a stopper ring. As you can see here, I prefer this method because when you fight metal to metal, nothing's gonna break that easily. That's a solid split ring as well.
What's this here, steel trays or?
Yeah, I made that myself.
It just slides over easily here, over to the end?
Bottom ends like that.
Oh, it's like that, okay, yeah.
And when you take it off, you just do it in reverse, so it's a bit fidgety. But what you can use is the breakout sinker. So you can just do that. Keep it out. There we go.
Oh, yeah, yep.
It is like a jig puzzle.
Would you be able to use that with dead bait as well? Or?
You can, but you have to shake the rod so many times.
Yeah, okay.
When you're handling live bait, make sure he is comfortable in the water. You don't want to cause him too much distress. I mean, he is very lively right now. I'm gonna flick up a few scales, put it on like this. Now we just have to go to the rod immediately.
You always use you hook them through the back?
Yes, because the fish always hammers them at the back. So live bait one. Now I just attach this here, just like that. And it's good to go.
While Peter was awaiting his first bite, we set up our gear a little bit further and we used some mussels for bait to avoid catching any sharks.
Not long after we managed to make our first cast, we heard some excited sounds from Peter.
And watched how he reeled in. That's a kingy.
What? Yes! What? Oh my god, I did it! Yes! I did it! Oh, I don't care. It's a rat, but I don't care. Oh my god, he's hot.
Look at that. He smashed that life bait straight away.
Oh, I don't care. Oh my god. Mark, you are my lucky charm today. My friend's Kingy. I've been trying for 3 months straight. He's only a small guy, but I don't care.
He's been trying to catch a kingfish on the live bait for quite some time, and now he finally got one.
And it got safely released. After this catch, we watched Peter changing to another of his favorite baits.
A piece of a crayfish tail.
Upon getting to our rod to check up on our mussel bait, we heard the next excited stream from Peter. Amazingly, he had the next kingfish on, can you believe it? In a very short period of time. Another kingy!
Lucky kingfish for today.
Oh wow, man!
Mouse.
This is your lucky day today.
Thank you.
And what did he go for? He just went for the cray.
Yeah, he
for
went for the crayfish. I did not expect that at all on a crayfish bait.
So you don't really need a live bait to catch one there.
Apparently not.
They seem to like the crayfish as well.
This goes to show that when kingfish are around and hungry, they will also readily take a piece of a tasty dead bait.
And I personally have caught kingfish and also big kahawai on prawns, like those prawns you get from the supermarket. I've even caught a big kahawai on a paddle crab, so that shows you that these topwater predators also really love shellfish baits.
So guys, check out the video up here, how we caught our kingfish on a dead bait. There's lots of tips and tricks for you guys how to catch your dream fish.
Well, thank you for having me on your channel.
Yeah man, thank you for coming along today. Huh? See you next time.
Bye bye.